Hello, welcome to 4-H Shooting Sports, shooting better scientifically, focused on aiming for life skills. Chandra, I have a question for you today. Are you ready?
I am.
When you look at this whole wheel of life skills on the ring, the wheel, I guess is a better way to say it. When you look at this as a 4-H'er, you're a 4-H alum, right?
Sorry, my whistle's going off again.
Your noon whistle's going off. When you look at this life skill wheel and you think back to your 4-H career, I'm only going to let you choose one. So you're going to have to be decisive. Which of the life skills that you're like, yes, I developed that, and it was this opportunity that helped me develop it? What do you think?
My whistle's still going off in the background, so hopefully it's not too distracting. But my life skill that I learned, I feel like 4-H taught me the best, is learning to learn. And lifelong learning is so important to me. And I would just believe that through 4-H, in all of my experiences, really, I learned that learning is fun, and it's not a tedious process, but it can be really fun, and it's a lifelong process. And so to me, that's the best skill that I learned, is that learning is for life, and that it can be fun.
Awesome. So as I was thinking about asking you that question, what came to me was accepting differences. And I can't say I was like great at anything. Okay, maybe public speaking was my deal. But when I did 4-H, I was kind of that blue ribbon kid. And in Nebraska, we have purple, then blue. And so I think people had better, let me mute some people here. People had better skills, better, I don't know, better products, stuff like that. That was my big thing, is just accepting that somebody had different talents is often better than mine. And so that's a life skill that I really realized I developed, and then celebrating them, even though they were my competitor and I wasn't going to be in line to win, but just accepting those differences. So now that we've introduced a little bit about our life skills, who are you, ma'am?
My whistle is still going off, so there must be a fire somewhere. But I am Chandra Plate. I am the Kansas State University 4-H shooting sports specialist, and I am located in Hays, Kansas, where the whistle just keeps going and going.
There you go. Well, my noon whistle stopped, and I'm in Central City, Nebraska. I am Tammy Stewart, a Nebraska 4-H volunteer, and I have the privilege of serving on the team of National 4-H coordinator trainers with Chandra and a couple other really neat people. So that's a little bit about who I am. And we are going over a lesson plan today called Aiming for Life Skills. And each of the time that you join Shooting Better Scientifically, we'll always let you know which 4-H mission mandate we're aligning with, and then also which life skill. And so as we look at the mission mandate that we chose nationally, it's civic engagement. So in this lesson, we're going to expect to see youth share a life skill that they want to aim to hit in life. And then we would like to see them share why this life skill leads to success, or really connecting to the bigger picture in life. And then we would love to see the youth share where they saw it be successful, such as what Chandra and I did to begin with. Chandra, our life skill today is critical thinking. Please walk us through our success markers on it.
So what we would expect to see in teaching critical thinking skills is that youth would select a life skill to aim for. So they are going to have the life skill wheel which looks like this, and we will see it some more. It's kind of blurry. There we go. There, my camera focused on it. The life skill wheel. Anyhow, they'll select a life skill off of that to aim for with their firearm. What we would like to see is them share how they will build that life skill as through 4-H shooting sports. And what we would love to see is for them to tell us a story about a time in 4-H shooting sports where they saw this life skill in action, either in their own life or in someone else's.
So the lesson starts by having the young people take a look at this paper so they know what a life skill is, and then have them go ahead and circle a skill that 4-H has already helped them grow. Or if you're in a large group, you might want to have them do it in smaller groups or with a partner. And then they circle that so they can share about it. And so the next big part is you want to read through the life skills with them. And so if Chandra and I were to read through the life skills, let's kind of at least do the heart size, Chandra, so we can show
Okay.
those. And I'll go, you go, we'll go back and forth. Accepting differences.
Conflict resolution.
Social skills.
Cooperation.
Communication.
Sharing.
Empathy.
Concern for others.
And nurturing relationships. And part of the reason you do that is not only to get them involved right away, but it is also because some of those words, they might not know what they are depending on what age group you are dealing with. Chandra, I'm turning it over to you for about 2 minutes here.
Okay, so where have you seen 4-H help you grow that skill, or someone else in your club help you grow that skill? So again, we're asking them to pick a skill and say where they have seen that grow. So is there someone from our audience at the moment who would like to tell us where or about a life skill that they have seen grow through 4-H shooting sports? If you do, just kind of click yourself on and start talking, because I can't see everybody on my camera.
Hi guys, I'll go. My name is Katie Romshak, and I'm from Ohio, shooting sports. I would say that I would definitely pick concern for others is one that I would choose, that was developed critically with shooting sports. You know, an aspect that we really go along with is holding each other accountable for all aspects, safety, maintenance, you know, and you know, at first you think of accountability and you kind of think it's rigid, you know, it's like, I have to monitor everyone. And at first, you know, you kind of view the kids, or you see, you know, other advisors, if we're holding each other accountable, we're looking for something. But as we grow through the program, and as the kids grew through our season, it actually turned from, you know, oh, I'm going to be accountable and pick out when someone doesn't have their eyes or ears or their equipment, into a genuine concern for, hey, does everyone, prior to looking for, they ask everyone, do you have, you know, can I find you eyes and ears, etc. So it's a, you know, sincerely turned into a concern to make sure everyone is on the same page, not only to keep each other safe, but to keep everyone successful through the program.
Thank you, Katie. I love that idea. So what her program is doing is taking their rules and giving the youth the reason for the rules, which is concern for others, and watching that develop and grow in their own lives. And so that's really a neat way to use the life skill wheel.
All right, so we're going to do a little role playing where I'm the 4-H leader and Chandra is the young person. And so you can see how this lesson will work. And in the lesson plan, we do have it adjusted for shotgun, just so y'all know. So at this point, we've already read through the life skills. We've let them circle maybe the one that they want to hit. And now they've shot. So, Chandra, what life skill did you hit?
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot. Oh, hang on. My pen wasn't out. Okay, I hit marketable skills. Oh, that's fun.
That's like one of those I'd have to look up the definition, right? To remember what it is on the life skill wheel.
Okay, marketable skills. There
All
we
right,
go.
Chandra, where have you seen 4-H help you grow that skill or someone else in your club?
So, I've seen a lot of 4-H youth share with other 4-H youth about 4-H shooting sports, or actually with other youth about 4-H shooting sports. And then those youth join 4-H and take the shooting sports project as a result of how excited their friends are about 4-H shooting sports. And so I think when I think of marketable skills, I think of the way that 4-H naturally grows through the excitement of youth into the next group of youth who will come into 4-H.
Great. So now as a youth, choose a life skill on the wheel that you want to grow in real life as well as in 4-H. So when you look at this big wheel, what are you gonna circle for a skill you would like to grow in?
Keeping records is always a challenge for adults as well as youth. And so that is a skill that I think I could grow in this year.
Great. Then let's go ahead and have you put your target back up on the line and let's aim for that. How did you shoot?
Okay, hang on. I gotta see where it is. 'Cause I'm
You had to get your aim.
looking at this oddly, right? I'm a terrible aim, even with a pen and a paper.
All
So
right. So how was your aim?
it was close. I
What'd
got the
you
next
end up
one.
hitting on?
I hit wise use of resources, which is right
Okay.
next to keeping records.
So in wise use of resources, how do you see that being done in 4-H?
Oh, our 4-H club, they get to decide how to spend their money. And so that's a really important way that we can learn how to use our resources wisely.
Awesome. So, but the one that you're aiming for is record keeping, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So come up with 2 ways how you'll aim for that life skill during 4-H, starting between now and our next practice. So you can see our example here. It was social skills. And the young person said they would talk to other 4-H members quietly when they're waiting to shoot. And the other one was they'll be a friend to a kid with no one else, who no one else is being a partner with. So what would your 2 be for record keeping?
So for record keeping, I would write down how I did and the things that I need to adjust for the next practice that my coach said. And then I would also keep track of my targets and a little notebook with the dates on them so that I can watch my improvement as time goes on.
Okay, well, make sure those are written on your life skill. And at the next time we practice and get together as a club, I want you to bring that with.
Okay. Yes.
Great. So Chandra, after doing life skills today, I have 2 questions for you. 1, how do you feel about the goals you set?
I think they're smart goals. I think they are achievable, and I feel really good about them because I think I can do that.
Great. And the lesson we did tonight was called Aiming for Life Skills. And what was your highlight, your best part of doing aiming for life skills at our practice tonight?
Shooting at the paper.
Was it nice to have a different type of target to shoot at?
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah. Were you tempted to shoot at the middle with the clover, or could you really focus on the
Yes,
life
and what
skills?
happens if I do hit that clover, Tammy?
Well, then you have to make up that rule for your game. What would you make the rate of, Chandra?
What? About
So if I hit the middle, it says targeting life skills in the middle, I would let them pick whatever life skill they wanted off of the wheel to do. What if
Awesome.
I hit the heart or the hands or the health or the head part, the yellow, red, green, or blue part?
So let's hear from the group that's listening in. What would you do if they shoot at the target and hit something besides a life skill that Chandra mentioned? Anybody willing to answer for us? I don't know. Okay, we'll have to come up with some answers on that if nobody's gonna jump in right now, unless somebody's in the chat that I'm not seeing.
So what I would do, Tammy, is if I hit, for example, if I hit the blue part, I would let them choose a life skill out of the blue, any of those life skills.
Very cool. Very cool. So, and yes, that's what other people are saying, that they would let them pick. So, so to wrap up today, before we go into our second shot where we turn off the recording, we want to remind everybody about our last program, which was the cereal collection project. And we'll send out more information on this as we'll start putting up on social media challenges. But there is the link now. So the cereal challenge goes on through March 17th. And I'll send out the link to the recording where we did this, focusing on the cereal drive for your local food pantries. But I do want to show you where you sign in to check that out. Well, I wanted to show you, but it looks like it's not going to. I have way too many windows open today. Let me see if I can get there quick. It's not going to let me get there right now. So just know that there's a place that you go and you put in how many boxes that you collected, along with pictures of if you had a shooting event for people to bring cereal. And then also if you, the collection part of it too, like the amount of cereal collected, the 4-H'ers in the picture. And then we obviously want all of those to have photo releases so we can put them up on social media channels. So just a reminder about that. And let's go ahead and say goodbye to our recorded audience and head over to our second shot.